Good morning, everybody. Welcome to week number 4, February 23rd to the 27th. Okay, so let's check our calendar. That should be habit by now. Every time you log in, check out the calendar just to see if you're on track. So after week 4, we are just about done. Um, we are just about done the first unit. Okay, so so with this first unit, we are wrapping it up with 3C, solving inequalities. Tuesday and Wednesday, you'll be working on our second checkpoint activity. Now it's labeled 2-3. I guess it could have just been labeled activity 2, but it combines elements of both activity 2 and 3 in there, which is why it's labeled as activity 2-3. Okay. And then test review on Thursday, and then your first test is on Friday. Okay. Now don't let the word test scare you. It's really not that bad. In fact, let's talk about that now. So on Friday, you'll be writing your first test. It will consist of 10 multiple choice questions. You need to submit your rough work under Test 1 Dropbox. You will not get full marks if you don't submit your rough work. So I can see you're actually doing the work. For example, if you need to factor a polynomial, there's no way you magically found the roots in your head. Okay. So I need to see that you are using the remainder theorem, factor theorem, long division, all that good stuff. Okay. So just clicking the right answer isn't enough. And you have 90 minutes to complete the test, and you get 1 attempt. So if you click the right answer, but I don't see the rough work, you will see your mark drop. Okay. However, if you click the right answer and I look at your rough work, it corresponds, then you'll get the full marks. It's 10 multiple choice, 4 choices each. Now, what else do we got going on this week? This week you'll complete 3C, solving inequalities, like you saw on the calendar. You also work on the test review. You will also submit the test review in your culminating portfolio submission. Okay. Now, there was a couple of you who were asking about what to submit for the culminating portfolio. If you're still not sure, watch the video under this news item. Okay, I explained it there. I think this was week 2. Now, if I had to summarize it, the culminating portfolio is just a chance for you to showcase the amount of work that you have been putting into this course. So if you're not sure, just submit it. Okay, any work that you're doing, submit it. The more work you have there, the better, because you're building a bit of a portfolio to show. Think of it as your binder. Okay, because this is an e-learning course, I can't really see your physical binder. This is a chance for me to see it, and this will give you, I think, the 10 or 15%. I can't remember what I put it for this course, but I think it's 15%. So it's an easy 15% if you just show the work you're putting in. Okay. But if you want more clarification, click this news item. It will specify what you should be submitting. Okay. I don't want to go through it again in this video. And then of course the second checkpoint, you will have Tuesday and Wednesday to work on it. Now, any assessments that are overdue, you'll start seeing zeros show up in there. They're not permanent. It's just to remind you, hey, you haven't submitted this. Make sure you do. And once you do, I'll change the mark. Okay. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. A couple of housekeeping items. Number 1, emails. Emails are great, but when you email me, make sure you identify who you are and the course that you are emailing me from and the assessment that you're talking about. Okay, I'm teaching 3 grade 12 courses, so that's over 100 kids. So when you email me, I don't know which class you're from, who you are, because when you email me, it doesn't show me your full name, right? And what assessment you're referring to, because assignment 1 is very different in all 3 classes. So make sure you identify who you are, your class, and the assessment. Okay, what else? Culminating, sharing drives. So some of you have a running Google Doc for your culminating portfolio, which is great because it's easy for you to upload pictures. The reason I couldn't assign it that way is because not all school boards have access to Google products. But if you want to do it that way, that's fine, but make sure you share the link in the Dropbox. If you just share it to my email, I can't mark it that way because, again, when you share it, I don't know who you are, and I can't respond to that email either. The email that Google sends telling me it's being shared, I can't respond to it, so then the stuff you share just gets ignored. So make sure you attach the sharing link in the Dropbox if you want to do that. And the feedback for the culminating portfolio. So A lot of you see something like this. I try to change the color so it doesn't get too confusing. But as the course goes on, so in fact, if you look at our calendar, we are this week touching on 3C. Okay, so by the end of this week, probably by the 27th, you should see one for activity 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, 2C, 3A, 3B, and 3C. Okay, you're just going to get a level between 1 and 4, 4 being the best. Okay, and then at the end of the course or at midterm, I'm going to scroll through all this and see, okay, that's level 4, level 4, level 4, level 3, and then I'll mark it. There's a rubric in here. I'll mark it based on what's written here throughout the course, and that's how you're going to get your culminating portfolio mark. Okay, so obviously, a bunch of level 4s in here is good, a bunch of level 1s in here is not good. Or level R's. R's would mean there's nothing there for that specific lesson. Okay, couple of things. Make sure you label each file. And don't submit the HEIC files, which is usually the file that your iPhone automatically converts it to. Make sure you convert it to PD or JPEG, because D2L doesn't allow me to open HEIC files. Okay, any questions? Feel free to shoot me an email. Again, just identify who you are and what course you're from. Okay, take care now. Bye.